What if the person you dream of becoming is already inside you? What if all the potential, all the strength, all the wisdom you seek is not something you need to acquire, but something you need to remember? Self-improvement isn't about becoming someone else, a carbon copy of an influencer, or chasing an unattainable ideal. It's not about conforming to someone else's expectations or fitting into a mold that was never meant for you. It's about uncovering your authentic self. It's about peeling back the layers of conditioning, the limiting beliefs, and the self-doubt that have accumulated over time. It's about rediscovering the unique individual you were always meant to be, the person who shines when they are truly being themselves. Think of your life as a garden, a space full of potential, waiting to be cultivated, a place where beauty and growth can flourish, if given the right care and attention. For years you may have let the weeds of doubt, fear, and negativity take root, and negative habits grow, choking the life out of your dreams and aspirations. These weeds can be insidious, subtly undermining your confidence and holding you back from reaching your full potential. Self-improvement is simply tending to this garden, becoming the conscious gardener of your own life. Pulling one weed, one limiting belief, one negative thought at a time. Planting one seed of positivity, one new habit, one act of self-care. Giving yourself compassion and awareness, understanding that growth takes time and that setbacks are a natural part of the process. It's not about a dramatic overhaul overnight, a sudden and unsustainable transformation, but about presence and intention, about showing up for yourself each day with a commitment to growth. The goal isn't a perfect garden, free of imperfections and challenges, but to enjoy the process and let your true self blossom, to embrace the journey of growth and self-discovery. Real change is found in small choices, the seemingly insignificant decisions you make every day. Reading a page of an inspiring book, taking a breath, a moment of mindful awareness, saying something kind to yourself, offering yourself the same compassion you would offer a friend. These are the building blocks of a transformed life, the small, consistent actions that compound over time to create lasting change. Self-improvement is a quiet revolution that starts within, a gentle but powerful shift in perspective that can transform your entire life. See this not as a chore, but as an adventure, an exciting opportunity to discover your hidden potential, an exploration of yourself, your values, your passions, and your purpose. The journey doesn't require a ticket or special qualification, no prerequisites or gatekeepers. It begins with the decision to invest in you, to prioritize your growth and well-being. Say yes to the invitation, to the possibility of a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Take the first step and trust that the path will unfold before you. Maya, a graphic designer with a keen eye for aesthetics, ironically felt trapped by the overwhelming clutter that had taken over her apartment. It wasn't just the physical mess, it was the mental weight of unfinished projects and disorganized thoughts. The chaos in her apartment mirrored the chaos in her mind, creating a cycle of stress and procrastination. Deadlines loomed, inspiration waned, and the once inviting space now felt like a suffocating prison. She felt paralyzed, unsure of where to even begin tackling the monumental task of decluttering. Overwhelmed and desperate for a solution, she stumbled upon a simple yet profound concept: the 1-minute rule. It was a revelation, a beacon of hope in the sea of disorder. The rule was elegantly simple. If a task takes less than a minute to complete, do it immediately, without hesitation. No more putting things off, no more adding to the ever-growing pile of later tasks. She decided to put this rule to the test, starting small, almost imperceptibly. It began with washing a single cup immediately after using it, preventing it from joining the mountain of dirty dishes in the sink. Then, she started tossing junk mail directly into the trash bin instead of letting it accumulate on the counter. And each morning, she committed to making her bed, a small act of order that set a positive tone for the day. These tiny actions, seemingly insignificant on their own, were repeated daily, transforming from conscious efforts into ingrained habits. Slowly but surely, these 1-minute tasks began to clear not only her physical space, but also the mental clutter that had been weighing her down. As the apartment became more organized, the anxiety that had plagued her began to fade, replaced by a sense of control and accomplishment. The newfound calm fostered creativity, allowing her to approach her work with renewed focus and inspiration. Maya didn't attempt to overhaul her entire life in a single weekend, a feat that would have been overwhelming and unsustainable. Instead, she embraced the power of small beginnings, starting with just 1 minute at a time. And it was this consistency, this commitment to small, manageable steps that ultimately led to a significant and lasting transformation. Gradually, her apartment transformed from a source of stress into a sanctuary, a place of peace and tranquility. And her mind, once cluttered with worries and distractions, became a place of clarity, focus, and inspiration. The lesson Maya learned is a powerful one. You don't need grand gestures or sweeping changes to transform your life. Small, intentional actions, consistently applied, create a ripple effect, spreading positive change throughout your life. The path to a better life, a more organized space, and a clearer mind is paved with simple choices, made 1 minute at a time. So, start with 1 minute. Identify one small task you can complete right now. Focus on what you can do in the present moment, rather than dwelling on the overwhelming scope of larger projects. Let these small habits, these 1-minute actions, gradually transform your world, creating a space of calm, clarity, and creativity. Remember, clarity begins with a single humble step, a commitment to the power of 1 minute. David dreaded exercise, overwhelmed by the idea of getting fit. Instead of aiming for the gym, he promised himself to walk to the end of his street. It took 5 minutes, but it was a win. Each day, he repeated the walk, then extended it. Soon, it became a habit. Longer walks, better mood, more energy. Months later, David was healthier and happier, all without a gym. His journey wasn't about a dramatic transformation, but about starting small and being consistent. Break big goals into tiny steps. Focus on the next step, not the whole mountain. The journey of 1,000 miles truly begins with a single step. Your first step doesn't have to be big. It just has to be in the right direction. Start where you are. Imagine a redwood forest. Each giant tree began as a tiny seed. No tree grows overnight. It's slow, patient, consistent growth. Self-improvement works the same way. Don't compare your small beginnings to someone else's forest. The key is consistency, not size. 1 push-up, 1 page, 1 glass of water, these are your seeds. Small habits repeated compound into massive change. Focus on 1% improvements. Celebrate showing up and nurturing your seed. Enjoy the process, not just the outcome. Self-improvement is a garden to be tended, not a mountain to conquer. With patience and love, you'll wake up in your own thriving forest. Start planting today. Building good habits requires more than just a fleeting intention. It demands a well-thought-out strategy and consistent action. It's about creating systems that support the behaviors you want to cultivate and making them an integral part of your daily life. Try habit stacking. This is a powerful technique to build momentum. Link a new habit to something you already do, creating a trigger for the new behavior. This makes it easier to remember and integrate into your routine. For example, after pouring your morning coffee, a task you perform without fail each day. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple act can transform your mindset and set a positive tone for the day. It's about leveraging existing routines to build new beneficial habits. Design your environment for success. Your surroundings play a crucial role in shaping your habits. Make good habits easy and bad habits hard. Reduce friction for positive actions and increase it for negative ones. Keep fruit visible, readily available, and tempting. Place books on your pillow as a visual cue to encourage reading before bed. Keep water on your desk, making it effortless to stay hydrated throughout the day. Use the 2-minute rule. This is about making habits manageable. Scale habits down so they're easy to start. Break down overwhelming goals into tiny, achievable steps. Read just 1 page. Do 1 push-up. Simply take out your yoga mat. The goal is to master showing up. Consistency is key, even if the initial effort is minimal. Plan for setbacks with the never miss twice rule. Life happens, and occasional slip-ups are inevitable. If you miss a day, get back on track the next. Don't let one missed opportunity derail your entire progress. Progress isn't about perfection, but persistence. It's about consistently moving forward, even when faced with challenges. These tools make change sustainable, turning aspirations into lasting habits. Move from dreaming to building. Stop simply thinking about change and start actively creating it. Be the architect of your habits, designing a life that supports your goals and values. Small systems create big results. Consistent incremental changes compound over time, leading to significant transformations. Start with one simple change and watch how it transforms your life. Inside us all is a voice of doubt, the inner critic. Don't fight it. Notice it. Give it a name, like the gremlin. Realize you are not the voice. You are the awareness behind it. Thank it for trying to protect you, then choose a kinder thought. Reframe its messages. I can take the first step, or every attempt is a lesson. Replace fear with growth. The goal isn't to silence the critic, but to change your relationship with it. Walk alongside your doubt. Don't let it block your path. Become the calm, confident leader of your mind. Motivation is a spark, but it fades. True change is built on discipline and purpose. Connect your habits to your deeper why. Energy for family, confidence, opportunity. When motivation wanes, your purpose anchors you. Write down your why and keep it visible. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. Celebrate small wins, showing up, making healthy choices. Track your progress to build momentum. Accept that energy ebbs and flows. Be kind to yourself on low days. Consistency matters more than intensity. On tough days, return to your smallest step. Lay one brick at a time. Self-compassion keeps you climbing. Keep moving forward, one step at a time. You have the power to change your life, right now. Stop waiting for perfect conditions or permission. The journey begins when you decide you're worthy of the effort. Examine the stories you tell yourself. Are they limiting or empowering? You are the author. Start a new chapter today. Embrace imperfection. Persistence matters more than perfection. Every stumble is feedback, not failure. The most important step is the next one, especially after you fall. Let this be the moment you start. Believe in your capacity to grow. Small, consistent steps create a life of joy and purpose. Your journey can be a quiet promise to yourself. The person you want to become is with you in every step you take. Knowledge is potential power. Action is real power. The gap between who you are and who you want to be is bridged by daily habits. Here's a challenge. Give yourself the first 10 minutes of your day. Use it to meditate, move, read, journal, or simply sit in silence. Choose something small and intentional. This is your starting point, your first brick, your walk to the end of the street. Commit to 10 minutes for 1 week. Notice the shifts in your energy and mindset. This small promise is a declaration that you're ready to grow. You are the architect of your life. Your journey doesn't have to be complicated. It begins with a single, intentional 10 minutes. Your journey starts now.